We live in an education system right now that is data rich, but information poor.
The biggest challenge right now is that we're not using the data that we do have.
We have lots of data, but it's trapped in spreadsheets.
And as a result, we don't have the information we need to improve student learning and outcomes.
Right now, that information is either not coming to them, or it's not understandable, or it's just too late to make any meaningful decisions.
So our proposal is that states and districts adopt policies that embed data into those decision-making processes.
So what we wanted to do was to show that they can do this work, and the way to do it was to create an academic model for public schools.
We can provide really important information for schools and teachers to learn what's working, what's not working, how to adjust their practices, so that the collective goal is really to help all kids to flourish.
Our current assessment and accountability model is 20 years old.
The data that is really underpinning so much of our assessment and accountability systems needs to be modernized.
In the future, I hope we can change the conversation about accountability to focus more on how children are doing in the early years and not so much on what schools are doing in the later years.
We're not grooming just the next workforce. We're making sure we have great citizens that can help create great communities. And in order to do that, you have to start in the K-12 system.
We know from research on child development and brain development that those first 5 years of life are critical.
The change that I hope to see in the educational system is one where students are centered, their voices are valued, and their experiences are elevated.
School districts need to use data on their own, from the inside out, to try to improve on their processes, to push for continuous improvement, to get better outcomes for their students, not because somebody on the outside is making them, but because using data to improve what you do should be core to who we all are.
So I hope what we're doing is that we're staying student-centered and that we're making sure that every kid in our country has what they deserve around their learning.
My hope is that through this consistent and continuous data collection processes, we are able to identify each individual student's strengths and needs, so we can target resources and support to those individual students to maximize their developmental trajectory and also future success.
We need more data to help accelerate students' academic growth and get them back on track for college and career.
Data has exploded. We see data changing every industry. Not so much though in education. People outside education are using it to look at education, but we're not seeing people inside the system use it in the same way they are in other industries. And yet, when we put data in front of teachers and principals and district administrators, they do light up. They want to use it. It's super powerful with people.
It's personal because it was me, it's personal because it is me, and it's personal because I care about all the me's that are out there.